Imagine, in the not too distant future, a city with driverless electric cars and robots. Test beds for technologies now underway could help cities with crime prevention, energy efficiency, transport, healthcare, and the aging population. So with all that about to happen, how are you being engaged as the future cities start to take shape?
Cities are facing enormous challenges at the present time with economic pressures, sustainability issues, housing price problems, and really citizens are part of experiencing all these problems. They need to be at the heart of decision making and facing future policies about how to shape their own areas. Citizens are outside the arena at the moment, but it's time we brought them in and made them a central part of decision making.
Switzerland has a remarkable bottom-up democracy, and the people vote on even details of city planning. So they'll be asked to vote whether to have a new playing field, or whether to build an opera house, or whether to have a new conference centre.
It's really important to innovate not just around technology, but also to innovate around governance, to innovate around collaboration models, and indeed collaboration between the private sector and academia, or between the public sector and academia, or actually even between the public sector and the private sector and academia.
We're going to add around 3 billion people to our global population in the next 85 years or to the end of this century. And all of that population growth will come from people living longer, and therefore we're going to have an elderly population in all of our big cities.
So in the past, I think elderly people haven't been at the forefront of planning. But that will have to change. As we know, the proportion of older people will become much larger, and it's important that they can look after themselves, they can have a community, they can go shopping, and that means we will have to design cities very differently.
Lots of different organisations are involved with how to run cities and manage cities, and they collect their own data about the trends and the analysis. And we need to find ways of harnessing that information and making sure the right people get access to it.
Very good mayors tend to understand their city, understand which national policies are going to impact the city, whether it's in a good way or a bad way. I think the key to that is gathering the data and analysing it properly.
Because it's only when you really put a challenge out there, either to the private sector or to the citizens, that you really unleash the creativity and the entrepreneurship to think out of the box.